Hi Libras, how are you? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to your May reading. I'm sorry this is a little bit late. I don't know, Libras, what's going on with you lately, but you are definitely, it's like you lost control, and now this is like internal, right? Your internal processing. You've lost control, and then now you're really starting to grasp the concept of relying on other people to help you, and then also not being afraid to you're not being afraid to like tap into your own sense of urgency. Does that make sense? I think you've felt out of control for so long that it seems like there's nothing, like you've kind of felt like nothing could change, so you just were like, well, fuck it, I'm just going to go with everything, just go with it. And now I think someone's kind of stepped back or stepped towards you and said, no, I'm sorry, my hair looks like, I don't know. Someone stepped towards you, like maybe a really close friend or even someone you're in a relationship with you, and they kind of snapped it out of you. And so now there's like this whirlwind, you know when you're rewinding a VCR and it's like, or a cassette tape, I feel like you were in it so deep within yourself. You were just in it. And someone stepped forward, and then it was like this snap, and then that sound, and you just like pulled all the way back. And then you saw everything that you were in and everything that you were doing and how much power you had yourself. And I think that's where it really started to kick in. Now, this all remains to be seen how the effects of what you're doing are going to continue to motivate you. But right now, I think you are winning that battle with yourself in a very good, solid way. And you're letting people help you. You're letting friends help you. You are letting yourself say, I need this help. And you're going with it, and it is beneficial on a grand scale. So leave your comments below on this. I'm curious how deep this goes for you on a personal level. Here we're going to do a 10-card Celtic cross. Again, the extended reading, that link's below. If you want a private reading, that link's below. I'm sorry these are late. We are going to make sure that we get June's readings out on time. All right, Libras. Okay, stuff's flying out all over the place. First, and I'm going to show you these cards because I'm still getting my thing set up. I don't know if I want to keep showing my face, like I'm super self-conscious about it. Okay, so we have the Six of Pentacles crossed by the Five of Wands. Six of Pentacles reversed. So there is a sense of imbalance, just like we talked about. There is a sense of internal battle, fighting with oneself. Yes. And then the Empress reversed. Okay. I'm just going to leave these as they are. Let's cut the deck. Eight of Pentacles in the past. Death crowning the reading. The Hanged Man in the future. Jeez, let me just flip these. Excuse me. The Devil reversed. Good, perfect, how you see yourself, just what I talked about. Two of Cups reversed. This is how the outside world or somebody else feels about you or the situation. The Chariot reversed in your hopes and fears. Okay. And then the Page of Pentacles reversed. In your outcome, at the bottom of the deck, we have Justice reversed. Okay, so Libras, I think you already know this. I think you've already been going through this. This is a pretty heavy reading. And I don't know if it's because we're in this Taurus season and you being an air sign, there's definitely forcing a groundedness in and around you right now. It's being forced. It is uncomfortable, but you understand that how needed it is within yourself. It's not fun. It's hard. But again, you're tapping into people being around you. You're tapping into that surrendering within yourself that, yes, I do need this. It's not going in your favor because you need help from people. You need good people around you. You need positive comments around you. You need a support system around you. And I'm not trying to make this sound so dreary and so depressing, okay? But so if you have a lighthearted situation that you're kind of asking about, please don't take this to the effect of this is a horrible situation, because it doesn't have to be. But I also know that there is a forced grounding taking place right now and within you, and it's kind of been coming for a while, and now the universe, God, whomever, is stepping in and saying, it's like there's a tower, like it's being forced. Okay, so you don't feel like things working out in your favor right now, but are you willing to, again at the bottom of the deck, you're definitely willing to put in the work. It's been a rough ride. Here you are now, you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And then we also see there's moments of this, okay? There's Nine of Swords moments, Libras. This is not feeling good about it. But what I love about this card, yes, anxiety, depression, frustration, sleepless nights, spinning thoughts, going down the rabbit hole, yes. But what I love about this card is there's roses on her bedspread. But she's covering her eyes. So in the midst of our darkest moments within our darkest battles and our darkest moments within our own heads, we fail to see the beauty that's right in front of our eyes because we're so self-consumed. We may fail to see that, and not only is it just roses on a blanket, but they're covering her. They're protecting her, trying to at least. So failing to see the great amount of support that is around you, the great amount of care that is around you, and even though it is, whether you see it or not, know that it is there. And this could be maybe a little bit of a wake-up call to say, this is tough, it's been tough, it's not going my way, but I know there's things here that are here to help me. How do I tap into that? And then again at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. So not feeling left out in the cold, because remember, you have a huge support system. Not being destitute. You're trying to turn this situation around, and it's difficult, but you're doing it. All right. And then again, we have the Hermit reversed, Libras. So this is not calling for you to go into solitude and go into the deep inner workings of your mind. This is very much calling for you to, this month, calling for you to reach out, bring people in, talk to people about your experiences, question people, find places where you can get additional motivation. All right? Beautiful start to the reading, Libras. And the thing you understand this dynamic, you just sometimes have a hard time having that internal willingness to accept it, like surrendering to this dynamic, surrendering to what you need to do, surrendering to assistance other people are trying to provide for you. This month you are surrendering. This month you're seeing that it's definitely needed on your side. Internal battles, lack of reciprocity. Now, just as I was saying, this could easily have to do with understanding that there hasn't been equal give, equal take. Those people that are around you, those people that want to assist and be there for you, okay? This could be you saying, yeah, I do need assistance. I do need help. All right? It's frustrating. I don't want to. I want to be the one that takes care of everything. But yeah, maybe I actually do need help. It's like on a very light scale. Moving, because I just moved. All right, let's talk about that. Moving. No, it's not fun. Sure, I can get movers. I did get movers, but packing my stuff up didn't have any assistance. Bringing all my stuff downstairs didn't have any assistance. Pulling it all in, unpacking it all didn't have any assistance. All right, but that was my own ego, all right, my own internal battle of being like, I can do this, I can do it myself, I'll just pay some movers and then blah, 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 but it was still a huge hassle. So on a very lighter scale, could I have called some friends to come over and have an unpacking party? Sure. Should I? Maybe I should have. So there's this kind of this ego internal battle taking place. But the significance of this month, Libras, I think is really you're going to succumb to letting this go. You're going to succumb to really, really surrendering your ego and surrendering your guard and really letting people in. Because they want to be there anyway. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. Top of the deck, the Death card. A massive transformation. This isn't full steam ahead. This isn't stuff that took a lot of preparation. Okay. There has been a big breaking down of something that you may have worked hard for, but it is time for a shift. And the shift comes from a place of unknown. It comes from a place of like the importance of something has now changed. And there's a new importance. There's a new priority. And that is now you. Not what you were doing, not what you were trying to build, not your money. It's like there's this huge shift, and all of a sudden your physical well-being, your emotional well-being, your social well-being in terms of close friendships, that now is taking precedent over what you were trying to build yourself. And these cards don't say that with all the other people. This story right here doesn't say that. What says that is this. What says that is this. This, specifically those roses. Okay? All of this stuff talks about allowing other people. Okay. In your past, yes, you were really working. There were hopes, there were dreams, you were really working towards something. It was working, but now something else is taking a priority because this wasn't working the way you needed it to. It wasn't working the way you wanted it to. So now there's a shift. You're not sure about it. In the extended, we'll pull clarifiers on these, but you're not sure about it. So there's this pause because, again, there's a new priority. It's you. So you're kind of waiting for signs and signals from the universe to tell you that it's okay to put this down. It's okay to stop. It's also okay, Libras. It's actually okay. It's okay. All right? It's okay that there's a big shift. This card says it's okay. You see all that death and destruction behind him? And then the light on the other side. The sun rising on the other side. The wind blowing him in that direction. Because this is happening whether you want it to or not. This is happening whether you are ready or not. And this is you saying, I don't know if I'm really ready, but here we go. Where's my pen? Okay, so here we go. And you're just going to allow, I think you're fighting it for a minute, and then you're just going to say, you're just going to surrender to it. This is a pretty big month for you. And this is stuff you've kind of, I'm sensing you've been battling for a while. Why? Because how you feel about it is the death card reversed, or the devil reversed. So Jade International actually just talked about the death card and then the devil, right? Because what is this? Okay, the devil, death card comes before the devil. And so in the major arcana. And so it was really interesting because I had never heard anybody talk about that before. But I think she talked about it in the Pisces reading just today. So this is interesting because there's a big breakdown. And this is you choosing to not stay tied, not stay tethered to things that are not good for you and things that are not healthy. You are choosing to do what's best for you. This is a good decision. It's like your mind is shifting and you're saying, I'm going to make good decisions from this point forward, because I've kind of been a little bit messy with my decision-making process in the past. So I'm gonna make some good decisions. How your outside world or your perspective or respective partner feels about this, okay, they're not. They are feeling like they're losing you. They're feeling like you're making a change and they're not kind of included in the process. They're feeling disconnected from you. And you know what? That's okay, because maybe that's what needed to go. Maybe that is something that needed to go. So don't care what other people think. This is not that. This is not that time for you to do that. This is you. You're taking care of yourself. You're spending time with people that want what's best for you. Hopes and fears, the Chariot. Okay, you are actually afraid that something is not going to move forward the way you need it to or the way you want it to. So maybe a little bit of again, we know you're hanging out here, you're kind of waiting for signs and signals, so you're kind of afraid to make this decision, waiting for signs and signals to do so. Afraid to make the decision, waiting for signs and signals. And then the outcome is the Page of Pentacles, reversed. This as an outcome, it is not time to build and develop. This is the time to pause for you. And I'm kind of glad I'm doing this reading late, because you've probably been in the midst of this for a while. And so we're kind of well into May. And this doesn't mean that this has to take place for the entire month or, the next 3.5 weeks. But pause a little bit. Kind of allow these people to be around you. You don't have to be the life of the party. You don't have to push anything forward. You don't have to plan anything. Just be. Just be. Observe. Be in an observing role this month. Observe your feelings. Observe your thoughts. Observe your temptations. Observe the shift, because that's what you're actually trying to do here. You're trying to observe so you can know if you're moving in the right direction. So allow that observation process. It can take time. It can take a few weeks. Spend time with good people. Spend time with yourself, observing, not acting. Observing, not acting. This change is coming whether you like it or not, or it already has. So observe how you feel about this. Observe the shift in your life. Because it's going in a very good direction. You don't feel like it is immediately. Okay, and then at the bottom of the deck, again, I pulled some, but at the bottom of the deck, again, we have the Ace of Wands. So again, this is another message. This is not a time for initiating. This is not a time for ideas and inspiration. This is a time of silence, support, and observation. Learning, reading even, but that's what this Page of Pentacles reversed is. This is not about doing. This is not about building. This is about just being. Okay? Let's pull a oracle card from the Angelarium Oracle deck. Spirit and Universe, what are the messages? The most important, highest level message for Libras in May. Most important, highest level message for Libra in May. Angel of Annihilation, Hasmed. Okay, this is a beautiful card. When I read this, sit with this for a minute. Maybe listen to it again. And of course, it always takes me a minute to find it. It's one of the shorter readings because I think it's so poignant. The Unmaker, a terrible sight to behold. The void eating itself and making itself anew. That which should no longer exist is unmade by Hasmed's hands. There is something that needs to be removed. Look upon that which should not be and lose it from existence. Okay. So this is an important card because you know there's some sort of behavior, or mindset or cycle that you've gotten into, Libras. You know this and you're not happy with yourself, and it's causing all the internal strife along with it. But I don't want you to feel like you're not empowered, and I don't want you to feel like you can't make these decisions, and I don't want you to feel stuck. That's why it's important and why you're doing this by bringing people in. Good people. Not your party friends. All right? Not friends that make you feel good for 5 minutes. It's solid, like I need a change in my life, and I need to ensure that I am putting myself, friends, I'm relying on you, family, lover, I'm relying on you to make sure I do things that are good for me, good for my soul, good for my health, good for my sleep schedule, right? Good for my body. So I think it's gotten to a point where you're not sure if you trust yourself and you're not sure if you can rely on yourself. And so you need to realize that that behavior isn't going to change unless, and it's going to be forced. So you might as well allow the force to take place without fighting it, because that could get really bad. So allow these people to just allow and observe. That's all I can say. Allow and observe. Okay, Libras, I love you. Let's get into the extended. If you're interested, that link's below. And let's go. All right, I pull clarifiers in the extended, and then I also do a whole other 9 spread to augment or add to this reading and this storyline that we've been told with this reading. I do a whole other 9 spread on this, okay, with these Mary L. Tarot. So I'll see you in the extended. If not, I will see you in my June readings, which will not be late next month. All right, I love you.